Today is Wednesday, August 3rd, 2016, and this is Beleaguered with Brian C. James, the first official broadcast. We're going to have some hiccups, so bear with me. I wrote some stuff down, some bulletin points. Let's see what we can get into today. Texans began training camp, I think Sunday. That was tight. They did the Dale Robertson did the Houston top 10 or whatever. I guess I don't know what is the qualifications, I should say, but I don't know. It's like the most anticipated sports subjects of the year, or like profiles, or it was like J.J. Watt, James Harden. I think number one was Brock Osweiler. So a lot of responsibility on those shoulders. What is Brock going to do? Is he going to lead us to the playoffs? I mean, Brian Hoyer took us to the playoffs. What you going to do, Brock? I have faith in Brock. I think Brock's going to probably be the best franchise quarterback we've had. Well, I guess the best quarterback in franchise history. You know, I think he can have a good 3, 4, 5 years. We'll see, though. We'll see. I heard Reggie Bush signed with the Bills. I remember when we were so crunk on Reggie Bush. We wanted Reggie Bush so bad, man. Well, we wanted VY. It was really between VY and Reggie Bush. I remember that. That was the craziest draft. I kind of wanted Reggie Bush because Reggie Bush was so cold at USC, but VY was a hometown boy. He literally grew up like across the street from like Reliant Arena. Man, I remember when Mattress Mac took did the advertisement for like draft VY, draft Vince. We want Vince. That was tight. I'll never forget that. Mattress Mac, you the man. Tyrann Mathieu got a 5-year extension from the Cardinals. Wow. Honey Badger was real. Honey Badger was probably going to be like the last defensive player that really had a chance to win the Heisman. If he'd have stayed at LSU, Honey Badger was legit, man. People sleep on the Honey Badger. Tyrann Mathieu's like 5'8". Wow. Anchored that defense. That defense was really good last year. I think they got him like rated like a 95 on Madden, so hey, it is what it is. Astros been struggling. We got the Tigers. Ooh, the Tigers put it on us, man. They just brought up Musgrove or whatever. I think today is the debut of Uliski. How do you say Eliuli? Gurriel, the Cuban free agent that we signed. Let's see what he's got. Bregman, who I think is like they got Bregman was like the number one rated prospect. Bregman's been struggling. I don't think Bregman has a hit yet. Bregman's like 0 for 18 or something. I don't know. I didn't see the game last night, so I could be wrong. But Bregman, I know it was like 0 and 14 or something. Like he's got some pop though. You can see every at bat. You can see he's got pop because even when he flies out, it's like almost to the wall. Like his bat speed is legit. He's got some pop. His defense is cold. He's a good third baseman. So we'll see. I have faith in him. Last Chance Hugh. Oh my God. You have to see Last Chance Hugh. Last Chance Hugh on Netflix. Oh man, that was so good. I had this thing about like binge watching or feeling pressured to like binge watch stuff on Netflix. You should definitely feel pressured to binge watch Last Chance Hugh. Oh man, I enjoyed that so much. Last Chance Hugh, it's a documentary series on Netflix that follows East Mississippi Community College. It's like a junior college. It's like a football program that like they accept like sort of like these like players from these other schools that get in trouble, or kids that were highly recruited but didn't necessarily have the grades to go straight to the SEC or the Big 12 or whatever. And so you go here for a semester or two, do a season or two, get your grades right, get some game tape, and then maybe you'll get an offer from a bigger, sort of like Hard Knock style, but and then mixed with like elements of like the Friday Night Light show from NBC and the book that the movie was based on. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if that's set up to like have more seasons with different teams, different schools, because I could see them doing that, like just like how they do Hard Knocks. They do it with do it a different team every year. I don't know how many teams would grant you that type of access. They were like in the kids' dorms and in the coaches' meetings and on the sidelines. I mean, they was everywhere. So I definitely, if that's something y'all gonna bring back, that's definitely legit. What's some other stuff? Oh God, the Draymond Green. They were the Team USA was just here. They just played Nigeria at the Toyota Center. Was that Tuesday or Wednesday? Or like, what was that? I don't even remember. But it was the first. It was the first. Man, Draymond Green, I think he accidentally Snapchatted a dick pic or something. You gotta be careful, guys. I mean, although that's not the first thing to happen, because I saw some crazy stuff with Paul George on Media Takeout like a year or two ago. So, hey, man, it's all good. Ain't nobody worried about that. Ain't nobody worried about that. It's old news. I saw that the Hong Kong exchange reported, like, I don't even know how you quantify this, $119,000 worth of Bitcoin stolen from the Hong Kong exchange. I was like, I mean, obviously you could steal cryptocurrency, or that could be sort of, I don't know the ins and outs of that, but that seems weird. It's like, you're not going to get a lot of people to just buy into the whole cryptocurrency idea if people are getting defrauded for $100,000 that easily. Miss Teen USA. Miss Teen USA is from Houston. She's Carly Hay from Tomball. She's a 18-year-old senior from Tomball High, and she's getting a lot of flack for they're going back to like her tweets from like 2013, like 2014, when she was like 15, 16 years old. And she has some N-word tweets, like ER, like full on like ER, N-word tweets. Like, one of them is kind of harmless. I think she was quoting YG, because she just tweeted my N-word, ER. So it's like, okay, YG song was hot then. Maybe you were just tweeting that. And then another one was like in response to something. It was like, yada, 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 don't, da, 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 my N-word. It's like, hey, when in doubt, just put that A on there. Man, so my memory card filled up. I like come in and I plug my little flash drive into the D9 Professional, and I record the audio so that I can edit next door and like put the audio up so I can like have like a long form, sort of like podcast form. But I knew this little cruddy little flash drive was gonna fill up so soon. It filled up like 5-10 minutes, and so I'm just gonna have to get like a gigabyte. Just gonna have to get a bigger little flash drive, which is fine. But I realized I have like another 15 minutes, so I might as well just use whatever, chop it up, and just keep the stream, and just put the stream up, edit the stream, which is fine. We'll have hiccups. I knew that was gonna happen. If that's the worst that happened, it's all good. It's all good. And somebody like called, so I got to figure out how to put my phone on, like, so I don't get any calls while I'm doing this. I don't know, like, I guess you got to put it on, what is it called? Whatever. But yeah, let me just get through some other stuff. Speaking of that Draymond stuff, I saw Irv Gotti's girlfriend, some chick named Ashley Martell. She leaked some type of sex tape on Snapchat. Oh my God. I don't know if that was Irv Gotti, but she was slobbing up somebody. Jeez. Oh my God. That girl is fine. Yeah, she's gonna be famous. Well, we talked about Last Chance U, Correa. Man, I hope we can keep Correa, dude. When Correa's contract is up, somebody's gonna offer Correa a A-Rod, Bryce Harper type deal, right? Correa is a total stud. Like, I just in Astros fans enjoy these Correa years. Enjoy the next 2 or 3 years with Correa, man, because he is gone. Yankees, Rangers, somebody's gonna scoop up Correa. I just don't see Correa spending like a 10 years with the Astros. Not gonna happen. But love my boy Jose Altuve. Dude, this dude gives me hope, dude. I'm taller than Jose Altuve, and he's the AL MVP. He's going to win a batting title. This dude is clutch. Man, Jose Altuve, dude. I love me some Jose Altuve, dude. What is his nickname? What is Altuve's, like, does he have, like, an official nickname or something? I don't even know. We was talking about the ER versus the A. When in doubt, always use the A. Oh, I watched the, I don't know if that was an old broadcast because I had seen the Friday Night Lights update, but I saw the 60-minute sports, whatever they aired last night, was they did the Naval Brigade Boxing Championships, and that was tight. So at the Naval Academy in Annapolis, like the College Naval Academy, like the midshipmen, they do this thing where they have like a core requirement for the freshmen is like they have the Naval Brigade Boxing Championships, and like everybody has to fight. So it's like a thing of like facing your fears. Like if you're afraid to fight, because like now, especially nowadays, like we don't fight as much as probably, you know what I mean? Other kids, 60s, 70s, 80s probably did. But regardless, they make all the freshmen, they call them like plebes or something. Like I don't even know what they were saying, but kind of like essentially like noobs. People say like noobs. You're playing Halo or something online, they call you a noob. I'm thinking of something like that. So they showed the coach, like the Navy boxing coach, Jim McNally. He's been coaching the team for like 30 years. They have like 5 national champions, 64 individual national titles. Like, wow, I did not know the Navy was that good in boxing. And I'm interested because I was thinking about joining the Navy last year. I qualified. I had a really good score on my ASVAB, and then I took the I don't even know what the test was called, but it was for officer candidate school. I took the OCS test or whatever, and I passed that. So I just didn't put my application, like you had to do the essays and the full packet and recommendations, and then you had to do an interview and do some other stuff. And I'm like, I think I got to like 32 before like I can't join. So I'm like, I don't know. Let me see how this election cycle plays out, and then I'll think about possibly joining the military. But that was kind of interesting though. I'd like to box in the Navy. That'd be tight. I mean, I know it's not the Naval Academy, but they were talking about like intramural sports. It was like if I could hoop and box in the Navy, that'd be tight. And one last thing. Actually, what was I gonna say? I wanted to talk about how much time we got left. I got like 10 minutes. I wanted to talk about Oochie Ouchie Coochies. Oochie Ouchie Coochies. I don't know if anyone's ever said this. This is something I kind of was thinking of last night. Oochie Ouchie Coochies. I don't want no Oochie Ouchie Coochie. Specifically, women over 30. If I'm chilling with a chick, and I don't mean this like being like hella aggressive or doing anything improper. I'm talking about 2 consenting adults. If y'all getting it in, if you know what I mean, you're having a good time, and you about to slide in, or I'm about to slide in, and you hit me with the Oochie Ouchie, I can't do it. I can't fuck with no Oochie Ouchie Coochies. I don't know how best to like sort of explain or illustrate what it is I'm talking about, but like, I mean, not that you want somebody that's just like, but I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it me? Is it because, I mean, you'll hear people be like, I didn't know, it was like, you kind of, But it's like I can't deal with a oochie ouchie coochie. So ladies, especially women in their 30s, if you almost 30 and you 30 and up, you can't be a oochie couchie bitch. I mean a oochie ouchie coochie. You can't be a oochie ouchie coochie. We gotta get rid of the oochie ouchie coochie. And one last thing. As we sort of venture off into the new millennium and we have all this access to technology at our disposal. We've got smart cars, smartphones, you know what I mean? We've got all types of usage of the internet, just all these different things. I mean, never lose sight of the past. And I guess I'm speaking to like my generation and the generation that's coming up, like people younger than me, because like, yes, are some of the old people that are in positions of power, are they sort of archaic? Are they dinosaurs? Yes, some of them are. But for the most part, these people learned their trades and they have craftsmanship and decades of real world experiencing, real world experience and problem solving and troubleshooting and just common sense that like I feel that the newer generation doesn't appreciate as much. Like I was talking to my dad this morning and he was just giving me I gave him I was talking to him about something and he was like oh, like this kid, a cashier at HEB gave him a hard time because he wrote a check. He was like about to pay or whatever. He like wrote him a check. And he's like, you write a check? Like people still write checks? Like you're not using like Apple Pay or like the little like the little scan or whatever or some type of debit card or something. And he was like, you know what I mean? But I don't know. He was like not necessarily like pocket watching or count my pockets, but like don't worry about, because I just feel like we get so caught up in the modernization of everything that we fail to realize that, what did I say? I said well, yeah, that the past is the foundation. So like don't, it's not a thing about respect your elders, but just appreciate what came before you. Like I'm someone that even though I love the new Ableton stuff and the new Logic stuff and all these type of film editing and music production software that exists, I still appreciate all the old analog stuff and the stuff that the cats in the 80s and the 90s did. Like I like that grimier sound. Like even though we can do so much clean and crisp stuff with today's technology, like I like that old stuff. I like the stuff that Premiere was doing, or that RZA was doing, or that Dilla did, or even before them, Eric Sermon, or I'm just trying to think of the old cats. You know what I mean? Like Rick Rubin. Like some of them beats is just as memorable and just as tight as like stuff that cats is doing today. So like, I don't know, just my 2 cents. Next week I'm gonna definitely have like either a couple gigs, like an 8 gig or like a terabyte flash drive, so I can have all the audio saved and then edit the audio and then put it up on like podcast form and start to catalog it that way. But it's all good. If I can't, you know, if you're running into any hiccups as far as like memory and saving, I'll just do the stream and then chop up the stream and then put that up on YouTube as well. So I'll always have something. It's all good. I ain't tripping. But I was kind of like, I like looked over and I was like, those numbers aren't, oh no, what? No. But it's all good. Got another 4 minutes, man. Yeah. It's cool. I got here early. I got here hella early. It was What's happening the rest of this week? You got I saw a photo of some girl on Team Canada. The women's Team USA basketball team was playing like the Canadian team. I was on YouTube or something. Yo, there's some chick on the Canadian, I can't think of her name, but she played college ball with was it Skylar Diggins or whatever? This chick is bad. And I looked at her college photos because I was like, yo, if you look like that in college, like that was like one of the finest female like college basketball teams like of the decade. But I looked and she's I could definitely see why Cats was checking for Skylar back then. But she cold now. She definitely cold now. Speaking of Notre Dame, hopefully Will Fuller and my boy, what is it? Is it Nick Martin? Is Nick Martin? I know he's got a brother. I don't know the brother's name. The one played for the Cowboys. But it is Nick Martin and Will Fuller. Shout out to Notre Dame. Hope y'all have great rookie seasons. Man, I can't wait for the season to start. The Texans, man, August 3rd. The new Xbox came out today. Oh, man. I'm still thinking about what's gonna be my Xbox One gamer tag. I'm not sure because I'm not gonna use my PlayStation 3 gamer tag. That's something different. And I remember my old 360 gamer tag back when we used to play them Gears of War. Boy, we had some legendary Gears of War sessions. Me, Grantham, Justin Tyler, Cliff Nunley, Chris Freeman, some other people. Oh man, we used to get it in on Gears of War. I was Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Gears of War. For real though. Boys didn't want to see it on Gears of War. We was cold. Justin was a shotgun man. Cliff was a sniper. Me and Grant was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We used to get it in. My gamer tag on 360 was Silence Do Good. Silence Do Good. I think that was like Benjamin Franklin's alias or something. I don't know. I learned that in history class or something. I thought that was clever. So when I set up my Xbox Live, I used Silence Do Good, except I put an E after the D. It was like just put my own little twist on it, but I think I'm gonna change it. I don't know. But I gotta get out of here at 10:45 and make room for the next person. So that is it. I'm gonna holler at y'all next week. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be more prepared. I'm gonna have my jump drive, my flash drive, everything will be in order so I can edit it and put that up. And yeah, it's gonna be some kinks. We're gonna work through the kinks. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We getting there though. So yes, everybody have a great week. Stay blessed. Stay up. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, now it's the dawn in the dawn, couple laughs in the Uber. Only driving Uber cause I'm franchising Cuba. This is big money talk, and you tired of the sideline? Brian Scalabrine niggas always trying to high five. Gotta stay away from day drifting on sauce. Every day, Val Wayne nigga cloth talk.